The annual Pushkar Camel Fair is one of the most important events of the Indian festival calendar, and we have photojournalist Tony Cernak leading our 17-day tour across the north of Rajasthan that includes the experience of the Pushkar Fair.
For a photographer, going to the Pushkar Camel Fair is just a fantastic experience. Tribesmen bring their camels in from the desert. This small town is invaded by pilgrims, by gypsies, a whole range of people at the time of the November full moon. And it's just an extraordinary thing to go in and see these guys who are camped outside the town. It is like walking into central casting. It's just fantastic. And they offer wonderful photographic opportunities. So it takes a little time, a little patience, and certainly to show some respect. But if you do that, you can be really rewarded as a photographer. In the evening, these guys form small groups, and by their campfire, they sit down to talk about the events of the day. Here's a shot under the full moon of a group doing just that, and as it got later and darker, and I was pushing the camera right to its limits because there's hardly any light, just occasionally you might be lucky and get a shot like this, which is really wonderful. Most of the trading of the livestock takes place in the first half of the fair. You get some appreciation as you walk around as to what makes a good camel and what makes a less good camel. However, it's fascinating to see the headmen going around inspecting camels and deciding what they will pay for them. The second half of the fair is devoted to the religious part of the festival. In the centre of the town of Pushkar is a lake. Legend has it that Lord Brahma, when he visited the area, was in contemplation, and a petal dropped from a lotus that was in his hand and water sprung forth. And now the pilgrims believe that if they immerse themselves in the lake, they can wash away the sins of a lifetime and achieve salvation. So many people come for the second half of the festival, which is equally fascinating. But here is a place where there are gypsies, there are snake charmers, there are people selling all sorts of things. There are these wiry desert people who have come in with their camels. It's a wonderful place to go. For a photographer, it's an absolute paradise, and I really recommend that at some stage of your life you make sure you get there.
Whether you're a keen photographer or not and you want to experience the Pushkar Fair, we recommend you book well in advance to be able to participate, and I hope the photos you've seen so far have inspired you to join the group.